Hello, thank you so very much for dropping by this channel and this gathering. This is going to be a guided meditation on receiving life energy that can heal. You may notice the picture of that guy in the background. So, I'm a huge fan of his work, and this is both not connected and connected to Jesus. It's definitely not connected to any particular religion. I don't identify myself as having any particular religion. I find respect in all of them. And so this is more of that picture's up there more just out of a personal thing, but also because I'm utterly convinced that what we're about to do, receive really divine life energy that actually heals, is one of the main things he taught. It's just kind of been buried over and glossed over, and other things have been focused on. So, there's only really one real prerequisite to doing this, and that is to be open to the possibility that there is an energy or a force or a power that can heal. You don't have to believe it. I didn't when I first found out about this, um, but I was open to the idea, and I've had multiple healings of medically impossible healings occur through this method. I used to have bipolar 2 depression. I was on 4 medications totaling, let's see, I forget the total now. I was on 1,300 milligrams, which is on 1,000 milligrams of psychiatric medication. And then I was on 3 grams of a sleeping pill, which is 1 gram of a sleeping pill is a lot, but I was on triple the normal dose. Not only was I able to get off all the medications and have stable mood, but I was able to get off the sleep medication. And the bipolar 2 healed. From a medical point of view, this is impossible. From the point of view of infinite life, love, and power, all things are possible. So thank you so much for dropping by. And now let's take in this energy. It's very simple. Please sit with your legs uncrossed, feet flat on the floor, hands on your legs, palms facing upwards, back in an upright position, neither um, stiff nor slouch, just a nice upright position. And then please close your eyes. And now hand over all thoughts of problems, worries, burdens, any life situations you feel stressed about. Hand over stress itself. And also handing over any physical illnesses, really separating yourself mentally from the idea that you even have a physical illness anymore. And now focus your entire attention on healing. That healing is happening, healing will happen, that healing is inevitable. And just be open to receive the energy, the power, the force that heals, and ask to receive it in your own way. It might be nonverbal, it just might be an inwardly opening. It might be a prayer, depending on your spiritual or religious belief. But regardless, ask to receive this energy and observe your body, noticing what you feel. So that's the practice. Observing the body, having the intention to take this energy in, and trusting that every sensation you now feel is this divine life energy at work in you, healing you. observing the body, noticing what you feel. So you're invited to please continue to observe your body taking this energy in. I'm going to talk a little bit and then we'll have some periods of silence. So, what if our biggest problems, whether they be a health problem, a life problem, financial problems, what if those are just a grain of sand compared to the infinite ocean of life, of the universe, what some people call God, of love, of that which birthed all of this? Well, I started by saying what if, but actually it is. Our biggest problem, which we all tend to focus on and magnify so that it actually seems bigger than everything else, is nothing but a grain of sand compared to the force, the power which made all of this. All you need to do is look out your window to see how big life is, to look up at the sky, much less the stars, and recognize that something vast and wonderful made all of this. And you may say, well, what does that have to do with me? Like, okay, maybe I can accept the idea that maybe there is something, but what does that have to do with me? Well, in my direct experience and myself, and literally throughout history, millions, if not hundreds of millions of people have experienced that through a spiritual orientation that we can actually tune into, tap into, connect with that force, that energy, that power, and be healed. So let's make some more effort along those lines. Please, once again, handing over all negative thoughts, all dwelling on human beings. We have such a bad habit of dwelling on problems, and it does nothing but increase the problem. So, handing over any problems, and then once again, asking to receive this energy and observing your body, trusting that every sensation is healing happening. So, once again, if you feel so moved, please continue to observe your body. So, when spending time in nature, I don't know anyone who doesn't feel something very special. What if what we're feeling is the natural life force, the natural essence, the essence of life itself that blesses us, relaxes us, heals us, calms us? Anyone who spent any time in nature has experienced this. And so, what we're doing right now is just tapping into that energy, which is so graciously available to us through nature. We're just tapping into it right here, right now. Because what I've learned is that that energy is all around us and always available. For help, for healing, for bringing, when our thoughts are stirred up, the last thing we think to do is ask the divine, whether you call it God or Allah or Brahma, as they do in India, Buddha nature, as the Buddhists do, this fundamental ground of being for help. What human beings tend to do is just focus on the problem, which of course increases the problem and increases stress and disharmony. So, what I'm inviting you to today is to entrust the problem to a higher power, to stop dwelling on it, and to with openness, if not with faith and with trust, to then take in some peaceful, joyful love, the energy of love, and let it heal you. Let this energy solve your problems instead of, what if I do this? Maybe I should do this. Maybe if I do this, but what about this? But he should that. That takes us nowhere but down, friends. So let's give that away. Let's receive this vital life energy, and let's be led upwards. So once again, handing over all burdens, not handing them to me. I'm just a guy on YouTube, handing them over to your understanding of a higher power. Asking to receive the energy that can do all things and observing your body, trusting that every sensation is now healing happening. I should say it like this: trust that healing is happening. And if you feel something, many people who do this feel something very special. So trusting that healing's happening and trusting that every sensation now is a part of the healing. All right, dear ones, thank you so much for dropping by. I wish you a glorious day full of good energy and a glorious day of connection and communion with life and with the life force. Take care. Much love.